Welcome back, everybody. In this video, I just kind of wanted to do a quick review of the roadmap changes. So things that went from 3.8 to 3.9 and some of just some kind of a general overview, really. I know I'm a little late on this, but I've been busy working, so I haven't had a chance to do this video yet. I do want to say, if you would like to support me, please subscribe and please share my videos. And if you really want to support me, Patreon's a good way to go. And I know right now for the higher tier for that, I don't really have any rewards, but those will be coming once I start getting more into this. But for now, all I can give you is cute bunny pictures of my kids' bunnies, because they both have a bunny. All right, so for 3.8, we have Microtech, which is done. New Babbage, Exterior, which is done. And as far as New Babbage goes, it is just the exterior. The interior of that was moved to 3.9. Now the rest stop station interior variants are also done, which we kind of knew that one was coming. That wasn't a shock. As far as AI, we've got the gunship defensive maneuvers and the AI pathfinding version 2. Both of those are done. Again, no real big surprises there. Now, under gameplay, we have the vehicle look-ahead camera, which apparently they're just trying to make it a little more cinematic if you want to go kind of third person or even first person. I haven't got to see this because I can get on the PTU, but I'm not. And it's really more of a, I guess you could say, cosmetic type thing than really game changing. And as I said there, that third person camera is part of that. Now the rescue hijacked 890 jump mission is done and will be in 3.8, which looks pretty actually sweet. And I guess the payday on it is like 40,000 UEC right now, which means if you take a group of people, you're all going to make decent money doing it. So it should be a good group mission. Law system, which is just the fine version 2 implementation, I'm glad to see this. Essentially, this is just giving you terminals. So if you're a criminal, you can go pay your fines at these terminals to clear your record, depending on what it is. Now, as far as the mining heads go, this was put in along with the fact that the Argo Mole is a new ship that came out for CitizenCon. One of the two new ships. The other one was the Anvil Pisces. But the Argo Mole is like a 3-person mining vehicle, and so they're making it so there's different mining heads that give you different advantages or disadvantages when it comes to mining. Now, as dorky as this is, I love the panels being reworked. It's the one thing in this game, the UI is definitely not up to par in my opinion, and I appreciate the fact that they are working on that. And then the fun one, so we can go have barroom brawls if we so choose wherever we are in Star Citizen, is the FPS Close Combat. That one should be fun. And now, speaking of the Argo Mole, here it is. It's rumored it will be in the first 3.8 patch, but don't know on that 100%. So take that with a grain of salt. Now, the Prowler and the Carrack are both going to be in 3.8, but they are not in the initial patch. As far as the Drake Cutlass Red, it is also a later patch in 3.8. It is not in the first version of that. And the Animus missile launcher, which is a first-person missile launcher, that is done. And the Bearing ballistic sniper rifle is also done. Now, the big one that we didn't really know was going to be quite as dramatic as it was the planetary weather effects. Now, this is tied into that Planetech V4, and actually, if you saw the CitizenCon video, it looks absolutely amazing, and I love the fact that they're adding in You got to have the right gear to stay warm if it's a cold planet, or you got to have the right gear so you're not overheating if it's a hot planet. And just the fact that the weather will be dramatically changing, so you'll actually have storms roll in. Now in the first iteration of that, that's not really going to be there, but it does give us the dynamic weather and kind of the temperature stuff, so that will be nice. Server side object container streaming is basically the first version of that, but that is done as well. And that one's actually critically important because we really need that to get it to a point where this game is a true MMO, where we're going to have more than 50 to 100 people on a server. You know, I mean, for this to be a true MMO, we've all got to be able to be in the same server regardless of where we are. And that's the beginning of that, which is a great improvement that they're actually getting that in there. Once it's in, I think it'll go a lot quicker, and the improved versions of that will be probably at a much higher rate than it's taken just to get this first iteration in. Now the atmospheric tech improvements, that again is just kind of general. It's nothing to do with really the planet tech or the weather, but it should make it, again, when you're on a planet, the whole weather, atmosphere stuff, all that is just going to be amazing. It's going to be that much more immersive. And then, of course, the performance optimization, which would be the last one for 3.8, and that is honestly always, I think, in pretty much every release version that they do. They're obviously trying to make it run better. It's got to run as good as it can before we start seeing a ton of people in servers. So that's kind of it. I will go over 3.9. Some of the stuff moved back probably in another video. I want to keep this short and sweet so it doesn't drag on, but hopefully that was a little bit of info you maybe didn't know, and